Okay, Miss Danielle, if you want to unmute yourself, go for it. Hello.
Thank you so much for having me. I know we've been talking for quite a while about doing a Zoom together, and I'm so excited. I hope this is super helpful for you guys.
Yes, I believe it's going to be super helpful. Thanks for taking the time out. I know it's late there and you had a crazy busy day, but
Mhm.
I'm excited to learn from you. So can you just start us off and tell us, how you even found it works? Like, take us back to the beginning of your story, like how you even found it and like what intrigued you. Were you looking for it or was it just out of the blue? Like, yeah, give us the whole lowdown.
Okay. Also, if at any point my Wi-Fi gets a little funky, let me know, because that always seems to happen when I'm on a Zoom. Um, But okay, so 5 years ago, I was 21. I was in nursing school. I was working at a real estate agency, and I was just so burnt out. I was exhausted. Nursing school, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you have an idea, but it is not easy. Um, there's just so much that goes into it between classes and clinicals, and I wanted more. Like, I was 21, so partying was like my biggest thing, and I started racking up credit card debt. And I wasn't really looking for something, but when I saw my upline posting about making like $6,000 a month from her phone, I was like, that's weird. How is that a thing? And I watched her for a little bit, and then one particular post, I know the exact post. I bet if I scrolled all the way back 5 years, it would still be there. She posted with like a ton of cash, like in her hand. I swear it was like $4,000 in cash. And it was like, it was just like you can make this much money from your phone thing. And so I texted her and I signed up immediately. I never second guessed it. I never was like, is this a pyramid scheme? Because I didn't even know what that was when I was 21. I still don't really know. I mean, I do, but I don't. But
You know
um,
what? I'm going to stop you real quick because that is so interesting to me that it was the cash, like, because I've seen people like lay out cash and like talk about it in their posts or do the TikTok video with just the putting
yes.
the money down, right? And I've thought about it, but like there's something that there's just this weird thing in the back of my mind that's like, that's kind of cocky or like, I don't know, better word for that.
Yeah. I know
But
exactly what
I
you
mean,
mean.
it worked for you.
Yeah. I'm very money driven. I always have been. I just love money.
Yeah.
Um, and it's just like I love having nice things. I love having my nails done and looking good. And like
Yeah.
obviously I need money to do that. Um,
Right.
so that's why the money drew me in. And no, that's not gonna draw everyone in. But for people who are money motivated and money oriented, that's a huge seller. And I didn't know that I was money like oriented or money motivated until we came, like, everybody started doing the color personalities, and I realized that I'm red, and I was like, oh, I'm driven by money. But like back then, I just was like, holy crap, $4,000 in cash or whatever it may have been. I was like, I can't even, I've never seen that much money in my life. Like,
Yeah.
never got a paycheck for that, nothing. So it just was so crazy to me. And I just honestly texted her and signed right up. I probably hesitated for like 5 seconds, and then I was just like, screw it. And I did it.
So you're quite red.
Yes,
Yes.
very.
Yeah, very red.
Mhm.
Reds, if you guys don't know, reds are like they're like, okay, show me the money, like, and how do I do it? What do I do? And they're just very bold.
Mhm.
I love that. Okay, so that encourages me to just do that because I mean I can't, you just never know what post is gonna speak
Mhm.
to you. And
And honestly, like, so as a red, I attract a lot of yellows. I know this is not a color Zoom and now I'm getting into it, but like, I
yeah,
have so many yellows that I enroll just because of like, I don't know why. I don't know how I attract yellow people, but somehow I do. And I feel like a lot of reds do. But like, if you're looking for these people who are really motivated by money and I don't know, I feel like a lot of reds, like, honestly end up at the top. Not that other colors don't, but I feel like red people are just like ready to go. They're ready to make money right off the bat. They know what their goal is and they just won't stop until they hit it. You know what I mean?
yeah, well, the second distributor that I enrolled 8 years ago is very red, and she went ambassador very quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just So true.
Mhm.
And I'm very yellow. I'm like, hey, just
I know. It's so funny how I attract yellows, and probably yellows attract reds, and like, because I think
Mhm.
Cassie, while she's like, I'm sure she is red, I feel like she's definitely very yellow. She's not one to, I don't really know her color personality, but like I feel like she's not someone who's going to like be like me and be super blunt and not mean, but like just go do it, figure it out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
It's just crazy how, I don't know, you just like balance each other out with the red and the yellow.
totally. So, okay, so it was the money picture. You just didn't really think much about it, and you just dove right in. Um, what what did that look like? Like, did you just start posting and like figure it out, or what did that look like?
So I was just super excited. I know Cassie and Nyara made like a how to get loyal customers video. So I remember when I got home from work that night after I signed up, I sat down on my bed and I watched the how to enroll loyal customers and like what to do basically. I think I was just like in Facebook group chats and I was just like reading everything and I just didn't really know where to begin. And then Cassie was like, put a post up, just say, I just joined this health and wellness company. Like, I'm so excited, like whatever. And I remember like the exact picture that I used, and it's not on my page anymore, thank God. But I just like dove right in and I didn't really look back for a little while. My story is very up and down. I joined September. 2 months later, it was Thanksgiving Eve. My ex-boyfriend actually passed away in a car accident. And so it was just like really hard juggling life and nursing school and it worked. So I actually took like a month off to grieve. Um, and Cassie texted me on January 1st and she was like, hey, I know what's been going on, whatever, and just reached out and was like, you have so much potential, do you want to jump back in? And so I was like, oh my God, this is so nice. I have a whole team like of people who love me and care about me and want to support me. And so I just like jumped right back in. I went to conference, didn't tell anybody on my team that I was going to conference because I didn't know. And then like a day before conference, Cassie was like, oh yeah, we're going to conference. I was like, okay, I'll see you there. She's like, no, you won't. And I was like, yes, I will. She's like, what? I was like, I bought a ticket in October. So that's just like the weird, like random red, like, I don't know. I feel like that was just such a red move. And I just was like, yeah, whatever. And so
Yeah.
like my mom came down with me and then I ended up hanging out with them. And then I was an executive at conference. I double promoted to Emerald and I earned a $2,000, I think it was the good bonus or whatever those bonuses were in
Yeah.
2016. And then I kept missing Diamond and I kept missing, I think it was a $20,000 bonus at the
Yeah. Was
time.
that 2016?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the double good bonuses. So I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure the diamond was like 20,000. And
Yes.
I kept missing it every single month. And then I kept seeing all these other girls who signed up, after me or right around the same time as me. I saw them going diamond and going double and just everyone around me was promoting and I just was very discouraged at that point. So I let that get to me and then I went to green carpet and my nursing clinicals were starting in the fall. So I decided to take a step back from my business. I was just very overwhelmed and then just seeing everyone be successful and not me, I couldn't handle it. I was 22 at that point.
Hmm.
Um, so I took a year off. I was bartended for a year and then um, in October 2017, I was working as a medical assistant full time in New York City, commuting, just a nightmare. I was racking up so much debt from my commute. And then I was seeing like, I still followed everyone. I saw Cassie go ambassador, just like people underneath me going, presidential and diamond and double and just doing amazing things. And I was like, what the heck? Like, if these girls, they're so normal. I literally have hung out with them all like a million times. Like, if they can make $20,000 paychecks, so can I. And so I came back in October of 2017. I was maintaining Emerald. And then 2 months later, I double promoted to Double Diamond. And I quit my job 10 days before Christmas. 6 months later, I went triple, earned the $15,000 bonus. And then 9 months later, so March of last year, I went presidential and earned the $25,000 bonus. And here we are trying to go ambassador like tomorrow. So sorry, that was my whole journey.
That's, well, it just goes to show like it doesn't really matter when you start or that you take time off or that you go slow or you go fast. I mean, it's just when you make the decision, right?
Yes,
Things
100%.
just,
Like, I just decided that I didn't have a choice. I didn't want to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. I didn't want to work in New York City as a medical assistant. I didn't even like nursing. And I didn't want to be forced to wake up every day, work a 12-hour shift, go to bed, wake up, work another 12-hour, and just over and over and over, and not have my own life. And like, I had a puppy when I went Emerald. I bought my dog, and I bought her because I was still grieving over my ex-boyfriend, and I just like felt compelled to buy a dog because they're just like a loving companion. And I wanted to be home with my dog. Like, as crazy as that is, like, I'm sorry, I have to show you her. She's sleeping right now, but she just growled at me like a maniac. But like, I wanted to be home with this little thing. I love you.
I love that so much. I mean, because
I'm
I see all your pictures with your dog, and I'm like, that dog is so fresh. I mean, she's like a stay-at-home dog mom.
Yeah, that's
And
literally what I wanted.
that's so sweet.
Such a psycho, but
Um,
it's fine.
okay, so I hope you guys like really took note on that. It's really like
Say, do you lie down?
setting your mind to what you want. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter. It like she was bartending, she was going to nursing school, then she was bartending, and then your journey fluctuates. Things change, but once you just put your mind to it, make it happen, right?
Yes. And
Um,
like, there's not, I know everybody says this, but like, literally, there's nothing different that's inside of me that's not inside of you. Like, if I can do this, I quit. I've had so many ups and downs with this business. There's just been so many life changes in the last 5 years. Like, I moved across the country last year, picked up and just moved. And that was like a whole life change. Like, I've never lived outside of Connecticut until last year. And so that was just like a whole up and down in itself. And you guys can do this. That's all I have to say. Like, anybody can do this. Anyone can be successful. You guys can make it to the top. You just have to decide that you want it, and you just have to go for it. And
yeah,
you're going to miss your goals. You're going to miss diamond. You're going to miss double. You're going to miss triple. You're going to miss a bonus, and who cares? Like, you're still, that rank isn't going anywhere. Ambassador Diamond is not going anywhere. And I know if I miss the $30,000 bonus, who cares? Because my paychecks will still be $30,000.
right.
So as long as you get there and you hit that goal eventually, the rest doesn't matter. It's your journey.
Yep, amen. Okay, so and again, if you guys have any questions, just put them in the comments, and I'll try to get to them. But I want to dive in to Instagram, because when I started following him, like, this girl obviously is killing it on Instagram, and I remember you were saying you were kind of moving over to Facebook, recently
Mm-hmm.
too. But you, from like the beginning, or not the beginning, but when you decided to focus and get to work and start getting serious,
Mm-hmm.
it was Instagram, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
literally went presidential on Instagram all through.
yeah,
And now I don't know why I'm like, let me just work Facebook. But
right.
Facebook is working for me now. So I'm just kind of running with it.
So tell us what your top things are on Instagram, and then like we'll just dive in and like do it with you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have more. I know we said that I would do like 3 things, but there's just so many things that go into Instagram. And it's taken me years to tackle, and algorithms change so much all the time. So
Well, maybe we can do, like, maybe if you have more than three, maybe just tell us what like the main bullet points are, and then maybe we can, like, when we start to work, we'll do just a few of them. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, and then just see what works and like just
Yeah.
practice. Um, okay, so I guess a couple big things is the first one is your bio and your picture. My bio, I became a realtor last week, so I had to make it. Now my bio is like super long. Normally I don't like, I don't know if you guys can see if it will be good, but like I can like maybe I can screen, I don't know, whatever.
Just turn the brightness down.
Oh, okay. You're smart. I'm definitely, let me lower it a little more.
There you go.
Okay, so I have like, I do 2 straight lines, and then I just like write my age, and I was in a sorority, so that actually attracts a lot of sorority girls because I joined when I was like in college. I have like just short little facts about myself. I don't like emojis that much, so I don't put emojis, but I know a lot of people on my team, they like emojis and it just shows their personality.
Mm-hmm.
So you can put emojis, just do like a cute, I can't even speak tonight, a cute short little bio, just like bullet points about yourself. You know, if you're in your like 20s, like I put 25 because that's, I don't know, it's just part of who I am. I'm 25 years old. And then like dog mama, that's something that, you know, people kind of, I brand myself as like, because I stay home with my dog every day. And then I also put presidential. I don't know why. I'm just like annoying. So I put my rank in there as if people know what that is. Half the time
Right. I
people
always wonder,
don't.
like, what are they, do they know? Yeah, no.
Honestly, I don't know. I just think it like, I feel like I sound cool. So I just
Maybe it
do
just
it.
adds curiosity. Who knows?
Right, exactly. It kind of builds like a question like, oh, presidential, like, does she want to be the president? You know, like
Right.
you never know. And then I also have a link to, I think you asked me about this, the influencer application
Yes, and I copied it. Well,
is,
I didn't like copy it like
mhm.
copy, but like I did my own. So like, is yours Linktree?
No, I just have it. Mine's like a Google form, and I just
Yeah.
have the link right in there. I used to have Linktree in my bio, but I have so many problems with Linktree, like they never work for me.
Oh.
Um, so I stopped using them. So your bio is super important because it's going to be the first thing that people see when they go to your page. So make it short, sweet, just like bullet points about you, that things that you can brand yourself with. So that kind of goes into my next thing. I don't know if you guys know, there's a double diamond. Her name is Allie Frazier. She has this amazing YouTube video about branding yourself. And it's basically, it takes like, I don't know, the YouTube is probably 15 to 20 minutes long. I'm going to find it before we end. And let me just write it down so that you guys can do it. But she basically is asking you questions about yourself. Like, I remember the last one. It's like, what do you want to be remembered by when you die?
Mm.
Like, what do you want your kids and your grandkids to talk about when you're dead? Kind of like your legacy, I guess. So
Yeah.
like, it just gives you 5 ways to brand yourself. And then those 5 things should be the things that you're talking about on your social media page. So I brand myself. I've branded myself so many different things. It's more than 5 for me at this point. But like, I'm a stay-at-home dog mom. I literally spend every single day with my dogs. What I forget all my other branding things because I'm like have a million. But just watch that YouTube video when I send it in the link. And that'll give you a bunch of different posts to talk about because it's just, I don't know, people getting to know you. I know like Allie Frazier, she branded herself. She is a rescue dog mom and like a pit bull advocate. So like when random people on Instagram like see pit bulls, they think of Allie Frazier and like that's what you want. You want people to see something on Instagram and be like, oh my God, that's Jen. Like that's what she branded herself with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that is important.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
I have to watch that.
yeah, the YouTube is seriously so good. I'll get the link. And then just other things. I use a preset, so all my photos match. You probably won't be able to see my preset that well, but you can kind of see like they all flow together. I don't know, they're all like whatever my tone is. Like I feel like it's like bright but also warm and I don't know, it's all over the place. But so definitely get a preset. If you guys don't know what that is, it is basically just a filter that you put on all your photos so that they all just blend together and it flows nicely and that your page is just really welcoming. You want your page to be like nice and bright and you just want people to be attracted to it. So you don't want like ugly social media. Like we're in the business of social media marketing if you're working on social media. So you have to have an attractive page.
And
So
what she
preset.
means by preset, you guys, is like there, I mean, you can get and pay for a preset, but you can also like make like find an editing app and like save that certain edit yourself and then
Mhm.
make sure that each photo has like the same edit. You know what I mean? It's just making it uniform.
So you can use the app Pick Tap Go. That's what I
Yeah,
used to use
I used to use
before.
that too.
Yeah, before I bought a preset. But
Good.
honestly, presets if you guys want to invest, I go on Etsy. They're like $3 for 20, and then you have so many different options. I have like 75 million presets because I buy new ones like once a week because I'm a lunatic.
Where'd you go?
But I have them in case, like, because I change my presets every 6 months or so. What?
Oh, sorry, it froze for a sec. I don't know if it was you or me.
Oh, okay. I'm good. Let me see if that's the recording. Okay, so that's an hour long. How
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I started playing that. I don't think that's the exact one because
Find it.
the actual branding one is like, it's pretty short if I can remember correctly. Okay, so another thing, the presets, yes. Having good story content, you want, because people, for me at least, I go through my stories way more than I scroll through my newsfeed. Like, I hate scrolling through my newsfeed now, and I just go through stories. And if people are like me, they're going to do the exact same thing, and they're not going to scroll through their newsfeed, but they're going to check their stories.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to create attractive content on your stories, and you want to be, whatchamacallit, you want to be on your story. I say, I've been really bad about it lately, but I say once every single hour at least. And it could be anything. Like, you want to show your face on your story, so you should get on and just start talking about your day. Like, today I almost got on and started talking because I showed 4 houses today. So I could have gotten on and talked about how I showed houses today. And then, like, I'll talk about at night, like, my lash and eyebrow serum because I'm obsessed with it. Or I'll like make a video of my dog. So just things like throughout the day of what you're doing on your story, but make sure you're in there, your face is on there, and you're talking. Because like I said, people literally want to see you. They want to see your face.
Yeah.
And then in between all of those, put your coffee slides, or make a story of your story. Like, if you're looking for distributors, make 5 different versions of your story on Over, or I don't even know what other editing apps
I
there
know.
are anymore.
Unfold.
Unfold, Story Art.
Yeah.
There's so many different ones, but just have so many different versions of it, because when I'm pushing for distributors, I post my story like twice a day, every single day, and it helps so much because there's always going to be something that will resonate with someone else. And like, if you just word things a little differently, make one like of your story like 10 slides long, and then make one 3. Like, shorten
Yeah.
it, make it long, make it good, use different pictures, just switch it up and just post it all the time.
Yeah.
That
That's
helps a
good.
lot.
Sometimes I just feel like it's excess, right? Sharing my story too much. And so it's a good reminder to just do it in different ways.
And you could get on and talk and share your story. Like,
Yeah.
say, okay, I joined this business 5 years ago. I was looking for $200 a month. And now I do XYZ and AB, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But honestly, like, when I get on my story and I'm talking, I'm sorry, I'm like scrolling through my story right now. Like, I notice that my views go way up compared to when I don't, the days
Yes.
that I don't go on my, like, talking. And
Right. When you're not showing your face doing your stuff. Yes. I know. Your views like skyrocket when it's you.
they literally, I don't know why, but like, they just
Because
do. And like,
people
they
want
want,
real.
yep.
Yeah.
They love that. And honestly, like, there, I think it was like last week, I literally got on like 4 different times in one day, and I was like, by the end of the day, I was like, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna get on here one more time, and then I'll be back in the morning. And I got on in the morning, and it's just like, I think it's funny, and I don't know, people always respond, and everyone's like in tune with my life. So I think
Yeah.
it's really good to just get on your story and talk for, I do it on Snapchat so that I have the timer. And my slides or my whatever talking things are normally 1 minute, and that's it. Sometimes I'll go over if I'm ranting, but I try to keep it to 1 minute. That's it.
And then you just save the video from the Snapchat.
Yep.
Smart.
Yeah. And I like the Snapchat filters because sometimes I don't wear makeup and I'm like, ooh.
You're like, oh, I look good right now.
Yeah. The Snapchat filter gives me a little eyelashes, and I look
That's
good.
funny.
So
Okay, so we have like 10 minutes, 12 minutes left.
sorry, I'm like trying to speed talk, but I feel like those
I
are the
know.
most crucial things.
Yeah. So
Um,
bio, make sure your picture is you, like your picture has to show your face. I just know there's just so much in, like, when I decide when I'm following people or not going to follow someone, if that I see their face or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, you want to make sure that you have like the same tone in your photos if you're when you're doing your posts. And then number 4, stories. Like it's all about stories. And I
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of bullet points on that. Is that's all of them? Yeah.
Um, I think so. I always do a call to action in my photos too, like my posts on Instagram, like my actual feed. Some people are like, no, you don't have to put a call to action in every photo, but I'm like, text me, call me, I don't care, DM me, somehow get in touch with me if you're interested. I think a call to action is so important. And no, people don't text me every single day, but I just think it's important to have.
Yeah.
Lucy.
Okay, so when you're enrolling, those are the things that you do like on the normal. But what what do you do on Instagram to enroll? Um, is it mainly stories and posts, or do you do much hap, or what are the things that we want to dive into when we're getting to work?
So actual working stuff. Right now I'm not messaging on Instagram because I'm using Facebook, and I've never done host to post on Instagram really. I tried it probably yesterday or 2 days ago, and I did the like screenshot the next slide if you want to be entered into my whatever our giveaway is, and then I put my own story slide of like my friend Danielle needs 5 people to work from their whatever the post is. I can show you. And I didn't have much success with it, so I think I would have to message for host to post. This is the host to post that I have. Let me lower my brightness. So
Yeah.
it's just like a very attractive, like cute, like hiring social media influencers, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
I think I would message for host to post if you want to do host to post on Instagram. I don't think I would just do what I did. It didn't seem to work. But since I'm not messaging, I'm doing the call to action on every single photo so that people can get in touch with me. But I used to literally message on Instagram every single person who liked my post. I didn't really get crazy in depth with like going through. I know some people message everyone who views their story, but I just have too many people who view my story, and it got very overwhelming. So, like this picture, okay, hang on, let me find one. I don't know. This one has like 150 likes. So just go through and message every single person, and
Mhm.
then I would
Well,
take a break after I finish so that I'm not like overwhelmed and getting 1,000 messages at once. And then I just would answer them probably like a little while later.
what
And
would you message?
so if it's, I only pretty much post distributor posts.
Yeah.
So hang on, I just have to find a way I can just pull it up here.
And none of your pictures, I think this is so key, none of your pictures have products in them. None of them are showing any labels or logos or anything.
It's very
It's
rare that I do
all
that.
it's all just you or your dog or you and your dog, and it's just pretty. And then it's, I mean, you guys can go see it. You're public, right?
Yeah, here,
Yeah,
I'll
you
show
guys
you.
can go see it when we're done if you want, and just go like check it out. But it's just really welcoming is what I'm saying.
Oh,
And
thank you.
yeah, it's welcoming, and like I can see why Instagram has worked so well, you know?
Yeah. So something that I've learned, like this time last year, I did not post as much of my face. And then I learned from Cheyenne Knox, you need to be in every single one of your pictures. People want to see your face. And so I used to just have like such bad OCD about like, oh, I have to have my face in every other picture and like just like the lineup. But like, no, absolutely not. Your face should be in every single picture. Like it's fine if it's not, but now it bothers me if my face isn't in every picture because people want to see that. Like I used to post food and random girls in bikinis when I needed customers, and I'll probably still do that. But now instead of posting random girls, I'll just post myself in a bathing suit if I need, customers for, a weight loss challenge or something.
Yeah.
Um, so I've learned just definitely post your face. Don't worry about like, oh, well, like I don't want my face to be in 3 pictures. Just who cares? It's worth
Yeah.
it. I
And I've
promise you.
noticed too, like Today I was trying to find, the picture for the graphic for the Zoom, and I was scrolling through. I'm like, she recycles her pictures.
Oh, yes, that's a whole nother thing. I could talk about photo shoots for like years. Um,
Right.
so in the summer, I spent pretty much every single day at the pool, and I brought my camera down to the pool because I have a community pool and it's pretty small. No one was ever there. So I would prop my camera up every day in a different bathing suit. I had a different color scrunchie in my hair and a different water bottle in my hand. And I had, like, if you guys go through my camera roll, it's freaking embarrassing because I can show you guys real quick.
That's funny.
Like, you just have to have photo shoots all the time. These are all like
Just content.
4 different days.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so important to have that content. And if you like, okay, obviously not everyone's going to sit at the pool every single day. And it's also February. So we
Right.
don't live in Florida, or I
Mm-hmm.
don't. So do your makeup once or twice a week. Put on 7 different shirts, go in different spots in your house, go stand outside, inside, grab your dog, grab your cat, grab your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, and have a photo shoot. You don't need like 1,000 pictures. You can take 12 pictures and I'm sure you'll find 1 or 2 good ones. And I just recycle them. So I'll use like something that I do get OCD about is I won't post the same outfit like on top of each other or next to each other on my social media. Um, so if I am taking pictures 5 days a week, I'm going to have, a million different outfits, and then I'll just recycle like Wednesday, and then I'll put the same outfit, Monday, so that they're like kind of spread out. You won't notice. I just look like an outfit repeater.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's on the same day.
Yeah. I love it. Okay.
Okay,
So,
my message really fast. I know we're like running out of time.
yeah,
It's way too chatty during this. I'm
I know,
sorry.
right? I love it though.
Okay, so one of my new messages that I sent when I was messaging on Instagram was, "Hey there, hey there. I was looking at your post and I just have to throw it out there. But I really think that you would kill it at what I do. You have such a great vibe and you seem like you know how to hustle. Have you ever thought of making extra money from your phone? No worries if you're not. I just had to put it out there or I would kick myself later." So
That's a good one.
that's one of them. Or I always preach that I'm very short and sweet and to the point. Like, I don't like to beat around the bush, and that's a big like beat around the bush message.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I just say, "Hey, girl, are you interested in making extra money from your phone?" They liked my post, so they're expressing interest in one way or another.
I like that.
So
I really like
very
just straight
simple.
to the point, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, I used to send these like, "Hey, girl, I love your page," and this and that, and it's just not me. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a loving person. So I'm not gonna compliment your page and like throw all this bullshit out.
Very red.
Yes, I'm very red. I'm direct. I'm trying to build relationships and get better at that. And I feel like that message kind of helps me like in a way
Yeah.
build somewhat of a relationship. I mean, I signed a distributor in January from it. So
From that message.
uh-huh. One of
Yeah.
my girls. So it worked.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I don't know why, but I forget about messaging the people that like, and
That
that's
that's
so key.
that's always been like I've always messaged the people that like my posts from 5 years ago. Ever since I started, it was just something I always did. Because I don't know, I didn't stories weren't even a thing 5 years ago, so we didn't have that option.
Yeah.
Um, and I think I just didn't want to message people who didn't express any interest, and people who liked my posts that in my head they're interested.
Yeah. Okay. So if we're going to go on Instagram right now and do two things, what are we going to do if let's say we don't have a post up? Um, what is one thing that we want to do first to make the most out of our time?
Okay, so I would honestly hop on your story and just start talking about the BOGO. We have a
Yeah,
coffee BOGO. It's a perfect opportunity. If you still have coupon codes left, I have a couple left. Start talking about your coupon codes and how they run out in 4 days. So that would be the first thing is just put your face on your story for 2 to 3 slides. If it's make it less than a minute. I think if you record on Instagram, it'll cut you off after a minute.
yeah, I think it's three.
Yeah. So
3 or 4. Yeah.
just pop on there. You can re-record it a million times. It's not a live. No one's going to see you messing up. Believe me, I record myself 3 million jillion times until I get all my wording right and I'm not twitching or doing something and looking like a psycho. Um, so just practice, but just get comfortable with that. I know I don't follow all of you on Instagram, but like I want to see everyone's faces on their stories
Right?
and just
Okay,
talk about
so
products you love and all that good stuff.
okay, so you guys, this is we're down to 3 minutes. So you guys basically have a call to action when we're done. So you're gonna if you already did some, like I already did a little video about the BOGO on of me making coffee, and then I have had a couple slides afterwards with the poll. But afterwards, I'm gonna just, even if you already have something, I'm just going to get a little snippet on there that talks about the BOGO with me talking about it, because I don't have my face yet. It was just the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just saw Lindsay posted in the chat. She said public or private. I'm always public. I have a business profile. I like the analytics of a business profile. You can see, how many people have viewed your page in the last 7 days and like how many people your post reached. So like view insights. My post only reached 1,800 people. Like that, I got to boost my interactions. But also a huge thing with being a business page is you get something called quick replies, and you can save all of your messages that you send and your conversations in here so that you're not, I'm sure everybody just copy and paste, and sometimes that is faster, but it's just convenient having all of your scripts right in Instagram.
yeah, that's nice.
um so just, I like public. I have 12,000 followers, so I've just been public for a very long time. I do giveaways as well, so that kind of helps, but oh my gosh, less than a minute.
I know. Okay, so
No, I don't get any creepy guys or people not interested. It's always people interested
yeah,
because of
no,
the For You page, or that's TikTok, but the Discover page.
okay, so it's gonna cut us off in a minute, but um, I just had a question about the public. Oh, and it left my mind. How did you grow your Instagram? How'd you go from 0 to 12,000?
Oh my God. I can't
Right.
even. It's so much. In the beginning, I just followed people. Literally, I followed 6,000 people a month because you can't follow more than 6,000 people a month. Um, so it's 200 a day. So count out 50 people 4 times a day and then follow your 200. And then we know it's such an issue with the unfollower apps now.
Yeah.
I haven't been following recently because I'm almost at my max. So I've been doing giveaways. I pay for giveaways. So I'll pay $40. Sometimes you can't do them if you don't have a certain number of followers. But I'll pay, like I'll join a blogger giveaway and it's like $40 and I'll get like 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing since I hit 10K really.
Okay.